my heart. No sarcasm. And look at this lovely lady that Kendra has brought to introduce to us men, us unworthy men. I mean, listen, I want to just tell you, I am a 50-year-old loser. Okay, these none of these women would even spit on me if I was on fire, because that's how beneath them I am, and I'm just trying to see what they might like and see where I might get in to fit in. So hey, you guys help journey with me, man, because I just keep striking out with these beautiful, lovely ladies, man, and I don't know why God won't let me have a treasure.
Hi.
Hi.
Have you been here before?
Never.
Okay. What's your name, honey?
Jewel.
Are you in a good mood?
Oh, a jewel, a precious jewel. How fitting.
Yeah.
Oh, I say you
Oh,
seem like you got an attitude at the door.
huh? Huh?
No. Why would I have an attitude?
Yes, Kendra. What are you doing, Kendra? She doesn't have an attitude. Look at that smile. Look at this gorgeous woman. I mean, I can't stop looking at her right now.
I don't know.
No.
Oh,
Who
Okay.
would call in with an attitude?
that's right, girl.
You would
That's
be
right.
surprised.
Kendra, you hating right now.
No, it's more or less like people pull the attitude out of you, but I don't think
You right.
anybody should call in
You
with
right,
attitude.
girl. You
No.
right. You right about that.
Oh,
I'm already in love, people. Like this is like I already see it. This is the one, Kendra. This is the one right here. She's beautiful, sexy. Look at that smile. Look at the dimple right there. I see dimples, dimples. Oh, she's magnificent, man. What could be possibly wrong with her?
okay. Jewel, where you calling us from, honey?
Ohio.
Uh oh.
Ohio. And how old are
Uh
you?
oh.
38.
Fix the girls. Fix the
38.
girls.
And what you do for a living?
Okay, 38 from Ohio. All right, interesting, interesting. I've heard many good things about women from Ohio.
Stay at home mom.
Okay. How do you pay your bills?
God.
Interesting. So, 38-year-old woman from Ohio, where only queens are made. And she's a mother, as a like that's the old one of the oldest professions in the world, other than another one. Besides that, mothering, I would argue, is the oldest profession in the world. And then it's the other one that we know we can't say out loud, right? But no, she's it's wonderful, and she gets paid directly by God. Who gets that, man? This Oh my God, this woman is a blessing. Let's keep going.
How does God send you the money to pay your
Yeah, I'd like
bills?
to know this.
It just happens when you're blessed, you know you blessed. And
I ain't never been blessed, I guess, because God ain't never put no money in my hands. See, like she said, man, only if you bless will you know how this works. And I guess I am not blessed. I am cursed beneath her feet. How dare I even look at her? Shun me, shun me, shun me.
you just get money from all different kind of streams of income,
She just,
you
yeah,
know?
she just getting money, get money.
Do you get child support?
I do.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So
oh,
is that how you get to stay home?
oh.
It's one of the ways, yeah.
See again. Maybe it's the other oldest. Almost said it. The other oldest profession is how she gets the other way. I'm just making jokes. I'm making jokes, people. Please don't get upset, man. Of course, this is nothing but that she's an angel. Only God only gives things to angels. God doesn't give things to bad people. Bad people don't prosper. Look around. Don't you see? Everyone who's rich and powerful and famous, they're all good people. Didn't you notice that? God only blesses the good people, and she's obviously one of the good people here.
Okay. How old's your baby?
I have 5 of them.
Five blessings? It keeps growing.
How old are your kids?
My youngest is 3. He just turned 3. Then I have a 4-year-old. Then I have a
I can hear them in the back. We can hear them in the back. Like, she's not lying, guys. She's not a liar. She's not a liar. She said she has a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, and immediately I heard a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old crying and making noise in the background. She is no liar.
9-year-old. Then I
9 year.
have a 15-year-old and a 19-year-old.
Oh, 15, 19, 9, 3, and 4. What man doesn't want that? I mean, isn't that what every man like? You don't need to go make a family. Well, who cares about them looking like you? acting like you, having your DNA, looking, seeing your grandparents in their faces and older family. Forget all that, man. That's corny stuff, man. That's for old men and misogynists. Those are the only ones that want to see their face in their children. No, the new thing out here today, people, is let's take care of another man's kid. That's truly the best way today. Like it's practical. It makes sense for everybody, except probably the man taking care of the other man's kids. But everybody else is happy. The women, the kids, society, everybody's happy. The only one who's mad is the man, and I think that's a fair exchange for society. Don't you guys?
How old are you? 38. And what's your zodiac sign?
I don't believe in zodiac signs.
She don't
Okay.
believe it.
How many children's dads do you have?
One.
Mm,
One. Why you not
mm,
with this man? Y'all got
mm.
5 kids together.
See, look at that. I know what some of you were thinking. I know it. I know you were thinking it. You were thinking when you heard her name those five, say 5 kids, one, two, three, four, five. You thought she was a hood rat, messing with some dude who wasn't crap, probably some hood dudes, probably 3, 4 different hood. That's what y'all thought because you're a misogynist. Little did you know. See, I knew because I could tell. I can tell this is an angel sent from above. I could tell that it was one man. It was one dude. He probably worked for Microsoft. Okay, he probably had a PhD. He was working on his PhD right before that. Whatever happened, he had a heart attack. Probably, I don't know, but I'm sure he died or he was. Yeah, he maybe. I'm sure his life was over in the most honorable way and tragic and something that I'm sure his community is just probably still in trauma over. Let's hear more about this, man. Oh my lord, it's so heartbreaking. I want these 5 kids now.
Because somebody shot and killed him.
Oh my. I know. There you go again. Y'all gonna start thinking hood stuff. You don't. He could still work for Microsoft. Is Microsoft even a company? That's how old I am. I'm still saying, is that still a company? But whatever tech company giant there is, man, he could have still been working there. And then, he was at some 5-star restaurant, and some hood dude came around and unalived him. Tragedy, tragedy. I think I saw it on the news. I think was it her husband? You think that's how it happened, guys?
That's a
Okay.
really hard question to ask people.
Mm.
Um, I apologize. I think here's the deal. I'm very sorry that that happened to you. From my point of view, it's a very normal question to ask when you have a person that has that many kids and then they're looking for love. So it's very normal for me to ask that question, but I'm sorry that that is the answer for you.
I think that's fair, Kendra. I mean, I wanted to know, honestly. I wanted to know where these 5 blessings were coming from, you know? Now that I know, it's very important that I know, but that these kids have been through trauma. Their father, a man who's been in her and their lives for the oldest kid was 19 and the youngest was 3. Can you imagine the devastation of losing a man that impactful in your life? In my day, the woman would probably still have her wedding ring on. She probably wouldn't take. I mean, like but those are the old women. They're not as sophisticated as these modern women. Modern women, they're so powerful. They could shrug off a man that gave them 5 kids from the ages of 19 to 3, and be right back on the horse, man. Kendra singles. Salute to the new type of woman. Salute, powerful.
So
No,
I do apologize,
that's
but
no problem.
it's a this is a dating show, and
Hmm.
I stand by that question because obviously we're looking for a next person, and it's logic because like you have 5 kids by one person, you would think that, oh, why are you guys not together? But I am sorry, and I mean, while your child's 3, I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
Yeah, and he actually got shot on his son's birthday. So, and
Oh my,
then my other son, they actually share um birthdays. Their birthdays are like 3 days apart. So, yeah.
For a woman that's not into astrology, she might as well get down with it because she's very much into these birthdays, and his day was on that day, and that day the tragedy happened, but it was a good thing too. Like hey, it sounds just like astrology to me. But yeah, this is traumatic, man. And I'm just thinking here, the power of this woman here that is get back on this horse, and not only that, bring them 5 kids up on the horse with her. She's like, no, you're not gonna, you guys ain't gonna mourn 19-year-old, 12, 9-year old. What was the other one? 14. I'm losing track. 14. You guys, you're gonna get on this horse with me, and we're gonna move on. I know Dad just went a few years ago, but being a strong woman means we move on.
That's a very tender question. And like sometimes when have you ever heard of rage baiting? Like you'll just say mean stuff to get people to say something. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, yeah, I've heard of it.
Rage baiting, like
I've heard of
you
it.
pick at somebody real tender, like, and
But usually you got to know what to pick at. Like she just asks, like I do in Kendra's defense. I've watched her show many times, and this is a typical question she asked. This is like she didn't pick you out to ask this like strange question. I want to know too. Where is the man of these 5 children? But you told me, and now I know if I date you, I'm gonna have to have like therapy for the kids, and it's going to be a lot of just a lot of blessings, more blessings. I just can't wait.
you and then but my point is when you ask somebody a hard question, you definitely want to be able to back that up because like yeah, that's tender.
Well, let
But
me jump in. I'm going to defend myself in that case. Now, like I said, I apologize because of what you went through, but it's a very logical question as hosting a dating show. If I'm hosting a dating show and I have a woman and I'll ask a woman if she has a 2-year old, like you just saw, why are you not with the dad, right? These are the things that when you
yeah,
are
that was kind of
dating.
mean for her too. I mean, just even the
Well,
advice
I'm
that
not going to stand
Uh
by
oh.
it's mean.
Uh
It's
oh.
it's a
Uh
it's a
oh.
logical question. I'm not trying to be. I want to be sympathetic to your case in particular, but that question won't go away because this is a dating show. So I'm
right.
going to
Uh
ask
oh.
questions
Uh
that
oh.
pertain to dating.
Uh oh.
And again, when I sit here, look, you meeting me for the first time, me and you for the first time. I don't know you prior to this. Obviously, your answer was very terrible, and I already said I apologize for that.
Uh
But
oh.
it's not rage baiting, it's question baiting because this is a dating show. So I'm gonna ask you questions along the lines of dating. And I will say this: are you familiar with my show?
Yeah, I've
Okay,
actually
so with you being familiar with my show, then you call me knowing me. I don't know you, but you call me knowing me. So you
Ken just
volunteer to
stunting
be
on
on the
her.
show knowing who I am. So
Ken just
that's
stunting
not
on her.
rage
Like I
baiting when
don't
you
know you,
already know who
shorty.
you
I don't
calling
know
up.
about your daddy.
You just
Tell
don't
me about
call
your.
if you
Oh,
feel that way.
you're
be
right.
nice.
I
Want to
mean, I
proceed?
care for you. We the same. We one and the same. You a black woman. I'm a black woman. I don't go for tearing black women down. I support you. I've been watching you since you broke up in COVID and that whole story that you tell. I know it all. So yeah, I just don't tear other black people down.
I
Like
don't think it's
I,
tearing you down though by asking you a question knowledge
Woo,
based on dating.
woo.
I'm not gonna agree with that's a
the
tearing down.
comments are kind of mean, but I'm not watching the comments. But
Hey,
that's okay.
hey,
Like
cut it out in that comment section.
bullying.
This is a queen.
That's
Well, this is what
that's
I'm gonna say
It's
to
a
this,
queen.
Jewel, and just being honest and transparent,
Watch
and
your
we are
mouths,
grown.
man. I
You
got you,
volunteered a
girl.
call, right?
mhm.
And you said you've been watching me for 5 years. So when you pushed the button, sat up, and called us, you volunteered to deal with everything that you are speaking on right now,
Like a
right?
vessel.
And I can't. And whether it's right or wrong, we could debate all day if the comments are mean, if you don't like the way my
Woo,
questions are, we could
woo.
debate
Look at
that.
Kendra
But the fact of the
activating. I
matter
love
is,
it.
you volunteered to be a
That's
part of
right,
it.
girl.
And
Yeah.
I stand by that,
Look at Kendra.
especially with 5 years in. When you call us, you know what you're getting into, and that's why in the beginning, and I don't know if I was reading energy, but I felt like there was something. That's why I said, "Are you in a good mood?" I felt like there was something. I didn't know what it was,
I
and then
so let,
and
let
then
me
we
tell
and
you.
now we're here.
I
So now I feel
I
like
I'm
wait, hold on,
I
I'm gonna let you finish. But you saying
okay.
like I almost feel like you have some built up animosity to a certain degree
Woo.
because you're saying different things that I do not agree with. So again, I don't know when your child's father passed. I can imagine
June
that is
14th of 2025. So a little bit of
Of 20 to 25? That means it just happened. Listen, better.